Okay, fine. No more dancing. What's up, guys and ladies? Today I wanted to go for something called Provoke. It is one of the status debuffs that you can get on your monsters or can apply to your enemies' monsters. And what it does and why... What it does is it basically causes your enemy to attack the person that provoked them. Right, the monster that provoked them. So Provoke is basically almost always, I think it's actually always used on defense and HP monsters. I've never seen it used on anyone else. If it is used on someone else, then I haven't seen it. But anyway, what it does, I just said what it does. It causes your enemy to attack the monster that. But it's good for tanks, right? It's good for tanks because you don't want your opponents to hit your squishy monsters, because then that would suck. That would suck, and then you would die. And no one wants your monsters to die. Well, your opponent wants your monsters to die, but aside from that, you don't want them to die. So, so here's the Fire Vagabond. Provokes all enemies with a 70% chance and increases your defense for 3 turns. One of the good things about this... Oh my god, I'm talking about the Fire Vagabond as a good monster for once. So, he's going to provoke all enemies with a 70% chance and increase the defense for 3 turns on himself. So he's going to take all this damage, but he's going to buff up his defense at the same time. So he's going to be very tanky. He's going to already be tanky, but he's already going. He's going to be like just a sponge for damage, right? But who do we want to provoke, right? Who do we want to provoke? This is a really good. This is a really good skill for when you're. This is still too loud music. Too loud music. Who do we want to provoke? We want to provoke monsters like, let's say, who's a good monster to provoke? The Zeros, because we want to stop him from using his fiery breath. We want to provoke, let's see, who else? Maybe the Archangel, because we want to stop him from using the Sanctuary. We want to provoke, let's see, who else? Who else do we want to provoke? Many other... Oh, the fucking Chloe, because we want to stop her from using her Fanatic. So, I mean, those are just some of the... I'm just, of course, going through the fire monsters. But we want to stop monsters from using their 3rd skills. I mean, Jojo is good to provoke too. Beretta is good to provoke too. Just make sure that the monsters that have 3rd skills are really good monsters to provoke. So if you're facing like a team where, like for example, I'm not saying that the Fire Vagabond is amazing. I'm just saying that, for example, for his 3rd skill, he will provoke all of your opponents with a 70% chance, and then more when you level that up skill-wise. So, not that bad if you're facing a team that has all 3rd skills. Like if you're facing a team that has Chloe and Lucian and Zeros and whoever and many other monsters. So they're gonna just attack him. He's gonna be really tanky. He's gonna absorb all that damage, especially against like Chloe. Oh my goodness, he's gonna just absorb that damage, and it's gonna be nothing to him. I mean, she's her first skill is nothing. It's like getting stung by a mosquito. So who do we not want to provoke? Who do we not want to provoke? So here's some monsters that we don't want to provoke. Well, like I said, Provoke is really good against monsters with really powerful 3rd skills. 2nd skills also, but mostly 3rd skills that we want to time it specifically so that we're like, okay, their 3rd skill is now ready again. Let's provoke them so that they can't use it and do some ridiculous, amazing bullshit, and then they have to wait another turn to do that. So some monsters that we do not want to provoke, or that... Actually, not that we don't want to provoke them, just that it's not going to be as beneficial and as effective to provoke them. So here we have the Garrow, we have the Fire Ninja. The Fire Ninja has a passive Narrow Escape. Not that it's horrible to provoke him, but he's just going to do damage anyway, and it's not that we really... He doesn't have an awesome 3rd skill that we want to really stop from happening. Right, so he's just going to do damage regardless of whatever happens. Who else? Who else? Perna. Perna has a passive skill as well, so she's still going to do recover the HP of your monsters, of your enemy's monsters, no matter who she attacks. So it's kind of nice to stop her from using the Flame Nova on someone, but aside from that, not super amazing. Who else? Let's see, the Fire Vampire also has a passive. You can see where I'm going with this. You can see that the monsters that you really don't want to focus on provoking are the monsters with the passive skills. Sometimes it's beneficial to provoke the monsters with passive skills and get them to attack the tanky monsters. My brain is too fast for my mouth. But basically, you want to provoke the monsters that, and it could be very beneficial sometimes. But the monsters that have the passive, like also the Darien has his passive too. It's really not too beneficial to provoke them specifically. Provoke is always nice when used with a tanky monster, which Provoke is basically always used with tanky monsters. And the biggest Provoke monster that you guys probably have, or probably if you don't have, probably want, is the Light Bearman. The Light Bearman's first skill will do the Provoke. So let's find him. And that's why I have the Revenge Rune is really, or Revenge Runes are really nice with him. Not the way I would want to rune him all the time. I think I would want the Violent Blade runes on him in an optimal situation. But my Amen is doing really good with the Revenge Rune too, because he's got a lot of hit points and he's just gonna get, he's gonna revenge and do that Provoke, which is nice. I think I mentioned that before in my videos too. In I don't know which video, but anyway, so that's the monster that most of you have. The Uppercut, the first skill, strikes and provokes the enemy for one turn with a 50% chance. When you upgrade that, it's going to provoke them much more often. So yeah, so that is Provoke. That is when you want to use it, when you want to maybe who you want to focus your Provoke on to try to make the most out of it. So that being said, man, this is like a fucking 8-minute video. It's supposed to be like a 2-minute video. I talk too damn much. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And go provoke this shit out of your enemies and have fun doing so. And I'll see you guys, all of you, except for that guy. Not him. But I'll see you in the next motherfucking video.